Cool. So let's go ahead. I'll do my introductory type thing here. I'm Red. I do D&D for Extra Life and for fun. It's a pretty good gig so far. So far, our group has raised on Extra Life directly about $1,632, and
Nice.
including Twitch donations. So between bits and subscriptions and any donations that somebody might make through Twitch, after Twitch takes their cut, anything left over will go to Extra Life. So that brings us just over 1,700. So, yay! Which is kind of amazing. I've never raised this much through Extra Life before, so it's all because of you guys. Yeah, so I guess that's a little bit about me. You can find me on Twitter at Critical Fun, and you'll see me running my mouth on the Facebook pages or whatever. Usually just making a fool of myself, so that's a good time. So that being said, either a little bit about yourself, anything that you want to tell me about you, and then your character.
Hi, yeah, I'm Griffmeister. I've been playing D&D for about a year and a half or something, and then yeah, enjoying it, having a blast. Chiron is a Lightfoot halfling. He's a warlock. He's made a pact with a lycanthropic god who's agreed to give him powers to help him track down the killer of his dog, Gripper. Currently, he's managed to raise an imp with a semblance of grippiness about him. But it's not the real thing, so he's still on the hunt for who killed his dog and hopefully try and bring him back one day.
And
in the meantime, loads of crazy stuff's happening in Waterdeep that he's getting involved in.
And Chiron, Griff, out of character, know that I know, about your dog, and you will get to chat with that person at some point. So
Nice.
just I haven't forgot about you. I know it's going to be a long ride here, but it'll be worth it, hopefully. All right, so Lucius.
All right. Well, I'm Lucius, and I'm just pretty much a wandering tiefling entertainer that came across this ragtag band of adventurers. We found out we were all missing parts of our memory and joined together for a big treasure hunt, and I've just never left since.
All right, Orst.
My name is Orist. I have been continuing my journey at acquiring lots of money, and we've been acquiring lots of cats. We have been going on great adventures and making morally okay decisions. And we're still alive.
There you go. All right, and Minerva, a new person hanging out here.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character, and I will, I'll get your character introduced.
So I'm playing Minerva. She's an elf wizard, part of the Shattered Kai. I don't really have much of her backstory fleshed out yet in terms of the D&D world. I can complete noob at this, so you're gonna have to be a little patient with me.
No, I'm excited. I feel honored that you're willing to. Do I? I honestly don't even know.
You do.
Oh, that's cool.
I think the new person gets a potion of healing.
Yeah, I believe so. If you're brand new to AL, have yourself a potion of healing. You're gonna need it.
2 potions of healing.
Is it 2 now?
Well, no, it's 1 because she's new and 2 because she's rank 1.
Oh, yes, of course. Everybody with your ranks, you can choose a rank-appropriate item. or whatever. I think it's potion of healing for the first thing, and if you're rank 2 right now, which you might be at level 4, almost level 5, you can borrow a piece of equipment that's under 100 gold.
Borrow.
Is that only if you have that particular background, though?
I don't believe so. You can correct me if I'm wrong later, but we'll go with it for now, that you can borrow anything under 100 gold.
Cool.
I think so long as you have the renown.
So, yes, Bounty Hunter quest. The new player receives Potion of Healing, and you get to unlock one magic item found during this session.
Great, I'll have it in triplicate from this one session. Alright, cool. So awesome. You scratch my back, Minerva, I'll scratch yours. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so you guys have been working with the Black Staff, except for Minerva, over the course of the last couple days, where she's been handing you different items that have some type of knot in the weave. They have some kind of resonance that ties back to some time in the past. The first time it was like the year 130 or something DR, something ridiculously long ago. The current year, by the way, is like 1492. So that's more than a 1,000 years in the past. The next time, it was in the year 9030 or 930, give or take. Well, this time the Blackstaff has called you all to the tower to because she has more work for you. And this time you see a new person there. Gone is Dusk, the mage that you were working with earlier. But she has seen fit to provide you a new person to play with. Real quick, I do have a question. Sharakai, as in like the cert from whoever they are?
It's out of Mordekaians.
Okay. So we will just continue on here. And so describe yourself to the other players.
Me?
Yes, please.
Like, what do you mean?
Your character, so like you're already there as they walk into the audience chamber. The audience chamber is about 30 feet by 30 feet, we'll say. And the Blackstaff is there holding this staff, black with the amount of use of magic that has gone through it, coursing through it. From time to time, the Blackstaff is... she's speaking, but she doesn't seem to speak to you. It's as though she's speaking to, and she has this far off look in her face. It's like she's speaking to somebody else. And so, as these guys walk in, Lucius, Orst, and Chiron, they see you, Minerva, along with the Blackstaff. So what do they see when they see Minerva?
Don't know.
Pointy ears? Long hair?
Pointy ears, silver hair.
Would you say...
Tiny little elf thing.
Oh, so a sleight of build?
Slight build, hold on here.
It's okay. We can kind of like go off the cuff here, and
No,
it
you're
can completely
fine.
change by the next time, so...
Yeah, just slight build, pale, white silvery hair. Same with the eyes.
All right, and seeing this new person here, what do you guys do?
Send Gripper over to have a little sniff at her invisibly.
I'm just gonna walk over. Welcome! I have no idea who you are. Welcome!
Yes, the Blackstaff speaks up and says, yes, welcome to my tower. I have more work for you. I know that you have been taxed recently with all the recent events. Traveling through time isn't the most gentle of things, especially, what did you say? There was a dire troll that impaled you with this spear, this javelin. I can understand if you're a little hesitant to come back here. As she looks at Lucius. How does he look? Does he look scared, happy, excited, mad?
His eye twitches a little at the thought of the troll, but he's coping. He's coping. I'm good. I'm good.
She says.
He had all the arms.
And so she will say, "Well, I'm glad that you're doing well. I've brought with you, or I brought to you, all here together, to investigate one more piece of item, and its potential consequences on the weave." And she takes out this ancient red cloak. And it looks something kind of like this. It's got like a high collar on it. And there you go. And so
Nice.
she'll explain that it's like a normal cloak of protection. You may be familiar with this item. It's not uncommon, except for the specific characteristics of this cloak. Other than being associated with this knot in the weave, there is the fact that while you're wearing it, the one wearing it the skin takes on a deathly pallor. It's quite disturbing, I would say.
Just a little disturbing. I think the new girl should wear it.
Yes. I was going to recommend that to you, seeing as how the reason I brought her here is I see great potential in her, but she lacks experience, and I was hoping that you would guide her on this next journey I have for you.
She'll get a lot of experience with us. That's definitely for sure.
We will keep her
Gripper.
not dead.
Gripper, come back here. What's she smell like? And he says, sausages. That's good.
Sausages.
Well then,
Are these the UK sausages or the US sausages? Because like, obviously words are different, and it very.
Oh, jeez.
yep.
Gripper doesn't specify.
God damn it! I'm gonna make biscuits, and I'm gonna expect cookies, and it's gonna come out like an American biscuit. It's gonna ruin my day. I don't know. All right. Sorry.
The sausages are?
I don't
That's
know.
gonna be super impressive.
Definitely.
I don't trust words coming out of.
I mean, if you make sausages and make cookies, like that's some serious problems.
Well, these are Hellblood biscuits, apparently.
Have you never heard of the Amityville toaster?
Oh, jeez. Yes. Oh, God.
Put a bagel in there, get a toasted human hand. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, memories. Our internet was best.
All right, so she will go ahead and you have this familiar tugging at the back of your mind as she hands this over to you folks, so this the audience chamber here is small, semicircular, approximately 20 feet across, Vajra says, well, we'll begin the ritual once again. Are you all prepared?
Yes.
In this situation, you're going to get sent back to the first Open Lord Agaron's office. And I'm not sure what you'll encounter when you get there. Again, you'll probably inhabit the same space. Like you'll inhabit basically the body of another person that was there at the time. Who you might wind up in, I don't know. So it could be a little jarring. And so, so long as you guys don't, disagree with her or whatever, she's gonna go ahead, set up the the ritual for you. Anybody who refuses can, she'll show the door. And she will say to you that what she wants you to do is, I'll pull this up again. Find out what the Open Lord is doing. Tell me what, why this cloak might be important, and anything that the weave might, why the weave is tied to this thing. If nothing else, just give me all the information you have that you've seen while you're there. And I'll try to sort it out at that time.
Before we go, can we take an hour for Minerva to attune to the cloak?
Yes, of course.
Cool.
During that time, I'm going to get everyone enthusiastic because we are going on the greatest of adventures. This is going to be a great time, everybody. And everyone is going to gain 7 temporary hit points.
Does he say it really loudly?
As loud as possible.
Yay!
I've never been so pumped for an adventure as I am right now.
Vajra just puts like a cone of silence around herself while Orst is speaking. Just to, deafen herself, basically.
She's not arguing, so I'm just assuming she's liking it.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so, that being said, you are getting sent into a mental projection of the past when Waterdeep was but a fledgling city, and you gotta investigate that cloak's origins. And obviously you can get to keep the cloak. AL version, you get to unlock it if you get that information. You get anointed on the forehead with resinous oil. And you are asked to hold hands. And as that gets completed, Vajra performs the ritual. So we kind of time warp. Imagine your best Sliders episode or Quantum Leap thing where he's fuzzing in. I don't know. You guys are all probably too young for this. But yeah. So as you come to, you are all standing in the back of a room, as two men are speaking. One of these, he seems like an elderly, weathered man. He appears to be in his 90s. Oh, excuse me. He appears to be in his 70s. The next individual is he looks like he's got sharp, angular features, and the other party members would recognize him to be this guy, Artur Morlin, who in present day Waterdeep is known as the Baron of Blood. Feel free to describe any of that you would like to your new person.
He's probably a vampire.
Does he look vampiric yet? Or does he look human, pallor, complexion?
He looks... he's got fine clothing, outdated in fashion. You can sense, through your Your
Divine
perception.
sense? Is he undead? Is he undead?
Oh, are you doing a divine sense right now? In the back of the room?
Absolutely.
Sure. And then the archwizard in the back, he looks at you a bit curiously, and he says, "Don't be too nosy. We'll get to you in a moment." And Artor, he looks at you a bit. He looks at you, and it feels as though he looks at you kind of like quizzically. He's like, "I think, do I know those? I have the strangest sense of deja vu." No,
Deja
no.
vu normally means we know you, or maybe we don't.
And the wizard says, "Pipe down. We have a lot of work to do, and you soldiers, we'll get to you in a moment. There's no time for blathering." And so they get back to what they were doing, which is they look at a table. This office is about 30 feet in diameter, but it feels much smaller as every inch of the room seems covered in maps, diagrams, piles of paper, and pamphlets. There's torches in the wall, sconces that fill the room with bright flickering light. You can see that daylight streams from the edges of heavy wool curtains that block the windows. And they go back to looking at various maps that are scattered on the desk there. You can tell that each map is a little different, but they're all of Waterdeep, divided into like districts. And they go back into a deep conversation about the wards. Agaron, the wizard that you assisted the last time in putting out the fires that were going to consume the hold, he seems to be anxious about dividing the wards of Waterdeep as perfectly as he can. And he's trying to, he says, we're forging the foundation, and my vision of this city must be immaculate. Meanwhile, Artor is saying, your visions are useless if the city is unsafe. He says, I can help you with that, but a small say in Waterdeep's future is all I ask. And Agaron, he just says, yes, of course. And he goes back to his little maps there. He says, Artor says, well, to that end, can I begin giving these soldiers their orders? And Agaron, he waves his hand at him, and he says, yes, of course. Go ahead and get back to me when the matter is settled. Artor, he goes up to you, looks at Orst, and he says, do I know you from somewhere? Are you from the East Castle Ward?
I'm terrible at direction.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but you seem like somebody I remember. Well, anyway.
I must have one of those faces.
Quite. And he kind of sniffs a little bit.
I'll sniff him back.
Yeah. He picks his teeth, and you can see like a large fang. And he says, there's a task that I need you to undertake. I need you to interrogate the residents of the East Castle Ward, because we might have a vampire problem on our hands.
That sounds great. Let's do this.
All right. And he says, yes, you know your way to the East Ward, right?
Yes.
Apparently we do.
Excellent. And so, yeah, cool. There goes that. Let me pull up my next sheet here. So he says, yes, in order to keep the city safe, I've been entrusted with the task of removing any and all vampire threats in the city. They've been quite a nuisance here recently. We've heard rumors that some of the nobles in the East Castle ward might be up to something. If you head to the East Castle townhouses, you might be able to find some good information. But it is a wealthy city block, so please do comport yourself with the utmost of respect for the neighborhood and don't draw too much undue attention to yourself.
I'm sorry. Do you see what we look like?
Yes,
We
of
are the
course.
sneakiest of individuals.
A very nondescript humans, of course. That is what I asked for, and that's what I got.
Yeah, mate, have you got anything that might help us, like wooden stakes or maybe some holy water?
No, I don't carry those types of supplies with myself. Holy water and I don't typically get along with it, but once you do your investigations first, then we can gain supplies for you so that we can begin your attack if you'd like. Or if you'd like to go and head down to one of the shops there and borrow a stake and or any holy water, then by all means go for it.
Yarp.
So anybody going to go ahead and use, I think holy water is what, like 50 GP or something?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
Yeah, I'd take a flask of holy water with that. What was the reward that you were talking about? We can have a borrowed item or something. Is that possible?
yes.
Cool.
Yep, that's from the faction renown, so, or whatever, the renown. I believe it's whatever background you've got, so I'll know for next time if I'm wrong. So holy water, each flask is 25 GP.
Cool. Can I take 4 flasks of holy water?
Go for it.
Or is it one item?
Go with the 4 flasks of holy water, and then I'll figure out if I'm wrong later.
Cool. Alright. I'll distribute them out, 1 each.
All right.
What is this for?
For
Vampires.
throwing at vampires, mate. They ate it.
You want me to throw it?
Well, throw it, make them drink it, whatever. They're not going to like it.
Okay, I can do this.
As an action, you can splash the contents of this flask onto a creature within 5 feet, and you can read the rest. Cool. Back to my PDF. My push-to-talk thing really messes up my PDF viewing, that's for sure. Alright, so you start to head down towards the castle town or East Castle townhouses. You come across some, many different houses. Give me like a survival. We'll go with that.
Everybody?
Yeah, sure.
And so it starts.
It begins.
Oi, Oris. How many temp HP does everyone?
Everyone's getting 7.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
Hooray!
Cool. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Don't mind me. I'm a little slow on the draw today. Okay. So, it's daytime. It's a bit blustery out. Autumn day. You know, a bunch of people out and about doing their thing. Wind is blowing because it's getting really chilly. Colder than one would expect. As you make your way, you find one of these places here. Give me an investigation. Everybody.
I see things.
So we'll use this as you guys starting to chat some of the people up. You know, asking about any weirdness in the area. And you would have heard that there are a few noble families that have been, you know, there's rumors that they would have been taken apart in some ghastly, you know, not rituals so much, but like parties. One of them being the Helmfast family. And they are actually in the trades ward. There's in the North Castle ward, the Holtmark family. In the this one doesn't tell me where they are. And this last one doesn't tell me either. So I'm guessing that those might be in the East Ward as well. East Castle Ward. So there's the Helmfast, the Holtmark, the Gast, and the Tesper family. And with your investigations, you're able to tell, you know, where each of these are. And you can get to them easily. Where would you like to go? Or are there any questions you'd like to make?
Well, I say let's go to the closest one.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I will determine who that is with roll a die. Sure, the easiest one to get to right now would be the Helmfast estate. So you look at this place, and it looks like a typical, you know, house, similar to the Troll Skull alley houses. Looks like there's a big old front door with oak, I would imagine, with a big heavy door knocker on it.
Can I send Gripper flying up invisibly, having a look through some windows?
Sure. Give me a investigation.
Okay. Investigations based on intelligence, is it?
Mm-hmm. So pretty normal roll. You see a woman who looks like she's in like a maid outfit or whatever. You know, she seems to be cleaning up. Goes from the top floor to the bottom floor and back and forth.
Okay. Cool. Gripper will come back and I'll tell everyone.
Oh, as he flies up, he actually sees an old woman, kind of like spying on neighbors from an upstairs window. You know how old women do in neighborhoods.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. You have the door.
Should we go up? Should we knock on the door?
That sounds like a great idea. I'll just walk up and knock.
All right. You knock on the door, and you knock for a little while there, and the woman from upstairs, she goes in, and you can hear her scream. Mum Penna, there's somebody at the door. And then you hear like a scurrying as like footsteps quickly head over to the front door, and it opens up. She says, many pardons. I was trying to make supper, trying to make sure it doesn't burn. How can I help you?
Well, we're investigating rumors that there may be some kind of problems in this area. May we come in for a minute, please? Is that biscuits that I smell, or is it crackers?
She says, please, I'm trying to avoid burning supper. I believe that you may be the Mr. and Mrs. they're not in the home at the moment. Perhaps you can come by another time. You can give me a persuasion if you'd like.
Okay.
But this time is the best time.
Yeah. This is a rather pressing matter. It would be best if we could come in to discuss it further with anybody who's in the house.
Alrighty. She says, yes, of course. A horse is a horse, of course. She looks a little nervous. And so
could I insight check her? Does she look suspiciously nervous?
Sure, you can go and give me an insight. No, I mean, she seems, you said official capacity. You said you want to talk to somebody. She's got, like, supper going. So, she just seems, like, a little nervous talking to people.
Okay.
She'll say, yes, of course. Just a moment, please. She'll start chatting with you. Please come with me, and while I'm in the kitchen, I'll go ahead and try to tell you everything I can.
Cool. Follow her.
And then she says, the master and mistress, they've been requesting all this food recently, and it's strange for me to try to it's stuff I've never made before, so it's kind of concerns me. I don't want to lose my job.
What kind of things have they been requesting?
It's a blood pudding, a blood sausage for supper most nights. They've been working themselves so tirelessly, down to the bone, at their business and the trade awards these days. I believe they are overworking themselves.
What is the name of the business?
It is the Humfast Imports and Curiosities, I guess. She says, yes, they have many out there, mostly real estate, nobles, but they're getting paler and gaunter. As she looks at Minerva, she says, "Oh dear, you need to get something to eat in your system too. Perhaps a little more iron. You may want some of this too. Will you be staying for dinner?"
I mean, I'm good. And I don't know about the boys.
Just okay.
I have never said no to food.
All right. Well, in the meantime, if you'd like, perhaps Aunt Ravina can give you more information. But please, I must concentrate. This is very a very weird recipe.
Aunt Ravina, where might we find her?
That would be the elderly woman upstairs. Just go ahead and please don't don't touch anything along the way. I would would get into horrible trouble if something were to break.
Of course.
Due to indelicate hands.
Right. Off I trot.
So as as you're walking around, you can see that this area here has a bunch of like you see like a family portrait, like a painting in the foyer depicts a man with blonde hair and green eyes standing behind a seated woman with red hair and blue eyes. She says, "If before you go any further, please take off your take off your cloaks and whatnot, and just put it in the closet there."
I am very cold. I'm going to keep mine on.
Yeah, I would prefer to keep mine on as well. I am a little chilly.
Yes.
So am I.
I understand. Well, I must get back to the kitchen. So please go ahead.
Fairly well. I head upstairs.
Okay.
No
So
problem.
as you make your way through, you can see that it's got it's a lavishly decorated area. You got that living room, kitchen. You see peek in, you see like a servant's quarter on the ground floor there. You make your way up the stairs and you can see in these the upper floor you see like bedrooms, studies, bathrooms, that kind of thing. Bright light seems to be streaming through the windows in most of the of the house, and yep, Ravina's there, and she's like, well, who do we have here? Strangers. Well, what have you come for?
Right there. We're here on important business for the peoples of Waterdeep. We are investigating rumors that there might be vampires in this neck of the woods.
Vampires? Oh, yeah. Well, that would make a lot of sense. You can tell all these children nowadays with all the makeup they wear and their high hems and their low cuts. Of course, yes, vampires. That makes a lot of sense. I tell you, children these days, they just they don't have the parental guidance that the older generations have had, and that's why they're a mess.
Well, it's an interesting theory.
You know what I have heard? I've heard that mimics are running around loose in the city. You touch a door and boom, there you are. Mimic food.
Can I make an insight check to see if she's just actively trying to change the subject?
Sure.
I have no idea.
You can't tell either way.
Could I tell anything by her pallor? Or whether she looks vampiric?
She has a bunch of age spots. She's missing teeth. She's well taken care of, but time does take its toll. Oh, those Tespers. I bet you they're up to no good. I heard the other day that the Never Embers were shoveling through the cellars. Who knows what they might be doing down there? I bet it's so that way they can have time with their mistresses. Disgusting.
Well, it's dark times that we live in. You look rather thirsty there. Would you like a glass of water?
Oh, well, sure. Don't mind if I do.
Cool. I try and pour some of my holy water from the flask into a glass.
Oh, she'll be like, she'll just grab the flask, and she'll be like, I haven't had a good stiff drink in a long time.
I'll let her take it.
And she chugs, glug glug glug. Like, ugh. She spits it out. What the hell is this? I thought you were a real man.
Ma'am, we just said we were giving you water. It's too early in the day for drinking. We're still on duty.
It's high noon somewhere.
Our supervisor would disagree, unfortunately.
Well, I suppose there's nothing to it then. But thank you anyway. I guess it's the thought that counts.
Oh, thank you. If you hear anything about any vampires or anything like that, you let us know, all right?
All right. Well, if you'd be so kind as to tell Mumpenna to bring up dinner whenever she's done. She's a good gal, but a little bit slow.
Right, yo, will do.
And she said, "Well, ta-ta," as she goes back out to the window and kind of oh, you see those children out there holding hands?
I think we better get out of here before we get another story or a lecture, guys. Stop backing out.
Yeah, sure. As you back out, you can see, as you're crossing down the hallway, there's another room there with a study. What else was in this place? Study, a couple bathrooms. You see the stairs. I guess start making your way down.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she said, Mumpenna, she comes out and says, "Well, anything else I can do for you? For your report, I suppose. The name is Mumpenna Migletti. Please, let me know if there's any. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you." There you go. Go with that. Just normal voice.
Cool. Thanks for your assistance, Mumpenna.
My wife brought me one of these spicy hell blood biscuits. Gonna see how this goes. All right, go ahead.
I really want one now. I'm gonna have to get this recipe.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll hook you up. Part of my DA as a DM. I'm assuming it'll be a handout. Next time you do some good investigations. All right, so, anything else you'd like to do while you're here?
No, not unless to see something of interest.
Well, I've told you the kinds of things you've seen.
I still think we should get more information from the cook who is making all the blood sausages, blood soups. Find the exact place where.
Did she tell us where she thinks that the couple have gone?
I think she gave us the place of business, but
Yeah.
we didn't actually get any details on exactly where that is.
Just their trading business in the trades ward.
Okay. If we think we're able to find that, then I'm happy to press on. If not, then we'll ask her some more.
Yeah, so you'll jot it down and continue on with your investigations of the other families, I guess.
Well, yeah. Are we guys? Do you want to go straight to that place of business and try and find
Do
this?
we have any other leads?
You have the other families that Artur told you to check out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I say let's do this family first, like
Well,
follow it to its
depends.
conclusion, and then check out the next family.
Well, it depends if the other families are closer to here than going to the trades ward. Because otherwise, we're just doing a lot of backtracking.
True. My urchin background can get us around fairly quickly, though.
Do we know roughly how close the other families are? Like they're
Yeah, the families are pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, if we speak to the other cooks and such, and they're directing us all towards the same point of business, they'll just be confirming compared to in case
True.
we're not
Okay.
missing something.
Yeah, fair play. How many groups of vampires and can there be? I suppose.
I agree. I think we should investigate at least one of the other families.
Cool. Let's do
Yeah.
that then.
So this next one here, it's a home in the North Castle Ward. It's occupied by the Holtmark family. And so, how do you prefer to approach this place?
Same trip with the imp, flying around, having a little scout from the outside.
Oh, one thing you did see were like little goodie bags or whatever in the last place. Kind of like on a little
What
table.
do you mean?
Like little bags, like think goodie bag, like a. What do you think of when I say the word goodie bag?
Like a small bag that would have like candy. Like party
small,
favors.
Yeah, like a small bag is what you see. And if you'd like, you can take a look at it.
Sure.
My imp definitely would have took a look at it invisibly whilst in the house.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand for your imp.
It'll be better than mine.
So you swipe this little bag here, and inside, once you get out or whatever, you see false teeth, white face powder in it. That's it.
Are the false teeth rounded or like are they pointed like fangs or rounded like to look like regular?
Like fangs.
Gotcha.
I'll go back to the maid and just say, "Oh, well, I'm really sorry. My dog, he's got a mind of his own. He took this off a table or something," and give it back to him.
And she'll say, "Oh, interesting. Like I said, be careful. Don't touch all of the Mr. and Mrs. stuff. I'm not sure where this is from. Maybe from some party, but I really don't know anything about it. I wasn't invited, and I don't. They didn't tell me about it."
You have to have heard something. I mean, parties are always so interesting.
I do mind my business.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, whatever you roll, like you can tell this lady's pretty truthful.
Oh. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yes, of course. If you need anything else, Mumpena Miglady. That's the name. So, let's see. You talk to those people. You're going down to the Holtmarks area. And, You knock on the door, you go up or whatever. You look up. You don't see anything in the windows.
Hammer on the door. Knock,
Does
knock.
Imp? Yeah. Does Imp see anything through the windows flying about? And that.
Nah,
Okay.
there's no old lady here hanging out. So you knock on the door, and this young individual, uh, answers the door. She seems teenaged, and she looks. Imagine. Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
No.
Well, it's a girl who her face is very teenager, uninterested, unimpressed looking. She seems very unfazed, and she speaks like in a dull, monotone voice, and she's looking at you and she's like, "What do you want?"
We're here on official business. Are you a vampire? Are you harboring vampires? Can we speak to your parents?
She just literally just goes ugh, rolls her eyes, and says, "I couldn't care less about your questions. Just go away without touching anything. I'm not trying to get in trouble by my parents."
Are they here? We are here on official business.
So as blah blah blah, what else she got? She's got two big old dogs, bound up, and she's like, "Oh, calm down, it's just people." And instantly they just sit like good dogs.
Noted. So she hasn't trained.
Very. She says, "No, my parents are never home. It's annoying." What else did you ask her?
Have you heard anything about vampires? Are you harboring vampires? They may be near your house.
What's a vampire? She's like, "Is that those stupid parties that my parents are going to?"
Tell us more about these stupid parties.
Ugh. Give me a persuasion.
Oh, jeez. How many rerolls do we have?
21. She's like, "Why don't you just get out of here? I don't really have time for you. I have my piano lessons." 21. Can you not hear me? Hello, hello.
I didn't hear you before now.
Okay.
I hear you now.
Yeah. She says, "Why don't you just get out of here? I've got to practice the piano."
Why?
Because I get lessons and I want to be good. And out of the corner, give me somebody a perception check, somebody. Okay, decent. You can see out of the corner of your eye another set of those goodie bags.
Look, there's more bags there.
Can you tell us where those goodie bags are coming from?
Give me a persuasion, Minerva.
Oh, hold on. Wrong one.
You rolled a 9, you got a +0, you got a 9 on it, but this next one was a 14 with a 0. She says, well, look, I know that my parents got swept up in this new craze called blood purging. And so all the fancy noble families have been attending these parties hosted by the guests. And, they never spend time with me anymore. It's annoying. It's like, whatever.
Do you miss your parents? Vampires tend to kidnap people. Where are they? Your parents might be in trouble.
Vampires. That's so dumb. And she says, I'm sure they're fine. They always go out. It's not like it's anything new. They
always used to go out.
No, yeah, they just leave me to my books and my piano, and I spend time alone.
That is horribly depressing.
Well, whatever. Just don't touch anything. Don't really want to get in trouble for my parents. One of the dogs there, she lays on one of those little couches, half couch. I don't know what they're called. And it jumps up. Yeah, sure. And it jumps up in her lap. The other one's kind of at her feet on the ground. It kind of curls up, wags its tail a little bit. She's like, is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you tell us any more about this blood purging?
It's just like leeches, I guess. I don't know. They just come back woozy and kind of pale. I mean, I guess it could be vampires. It's not something I really care about.
Well, hopefully it is not vampires. Because then, maybe your parents might be dead. But that's okay.
Well,
thank you for your time.
If you see them, just send them home, okay?
Do they look like? Don't say like parents.
You know what? Why don't you, give me a persuasion check? Well, I know that they've been spending a lot of time at this place called the Temple of Shar.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a pamphlet over there too. And it's underneath one of the goodie bags. I know that they're not really religious, but they don't come back the same.
Oh. Do you know where the temple is?
No, I'm not really sure. I just saw the brochure, so I kind of imagined that's what's going on there.
Can we have the pamphlet?
You can't have the pamphlet. They'll know, and then I'll get in trouble.
Can we just look at the pamphlet?
Fine, just don't break anything.
Is there really anything in here to break?
They're a noble family with all kinds of fancy things.
Can I make a? I guess can I make a religion check?
What do you want to do? What's your intent?
I know what Shar is. I guess the question is knowing whether or not Shar is a prominent enough deity at this point in time.
Honestly, I really couldn't even tell you that if that's the case. Like, so
Okay.
no, just because
Okay.
I can't give you something I don't have. But in your head, if you think that your character would know, cool, then go with it.
Oh.
Yep. So there's that. And she says, well, like I said, I know that the Gast family has been like bragging about some kind of pet or something. And so I guess that's probably why my family goes there all the time.
Some packs.
A pet?
Okay.
It's that Elsa Gast. She's always like trying to start something. She thinks she's some kind of like cool kid. You know, so she's probably the reason. I think she's just a mean batch.
We'll go have words with her.
All right. Let's just send my family home. You know, kind of miss them.
What's your parents' names?
Mr. and Mrs. Haltmark.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Do you know their first names?
Yeah. Duh.
Can we
Can
know
you
it?
tell us first names?
And she'll tell you whatever it is.
Oh.
It's not documented in here.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, I don't want to make things up and lead you too
Yep.
wrong down the path. If this were like a normal hardcover, I totally would, and we can go down this rabbit hole for days. So you know, with that information, you have the most recent noble family she spoke about were the Gas. Elsa in particular. And so she'll send you down this railroad to the next family. And you can see that the doors open as people are like coming in and out or whatever. And the person at the door, you know, says, "Oh, are you guests? Are you coming for the party?"
Absolutely.
Could I have used my disguise kit to look like a potential guest before we got here?
Sure, you would look something like Minerva.
Cool.
I guess on the way over, I would probably ask the party, does everyone know who Shar is?
Nope.
Nope.
Does anyone... We're going to a very bad place, everybody.
Worse than trolls.
Worse than trolls.
So you go first?
Yeah, I think I do. They ask you to drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Maybe we could smuggle some holy water into the Kool-Aid. If they've got a punch bowl, maybe a couple of them holy water potions into the punch might keep the party off.
That's hilarious.
You want to spike the punch bowl? Okay, I'm down for that.
We are
Cool.
going on an adventure, everybody.
Well, let's give those flasks of holy water that I gave you earlier Maybe let's give him to Gripper, and he can be invisible and sneakily do it.
Sounds good.
So, you arrive at the house in time to see Elsa Gast. She looks very like much like a trendsetter. Like she looks very like in charge, like the queen bee, as people are buzzing all around her and she's like issuing orders. This is a pretty big, extravagant party that's going on here, and she's like micromanaging all of her servants. You know, as you guys arrive, you see 2 maids, a butler. You see like a cook, like running in and out of doors or whatever, trying to do all the things that she's telling them to do.
How many people are in the immediate room?
Half a dozen.
I'd like to divine sense.
Okay. Yeah, there's nobody here that seems to be a vampire
Thank good.
or any other
No
thing.
demon.
Yeah, no demons, none of that. Let's see. And so she, Elsa, she sees you guys as, she's directing people, and she kind of like arches an eyebrow. But then she goes back to the servants, and she goes to the cook, and she says, make sure you prepare his meal correctly this time. I do not want Uncle Malkar to, to feel ill from your poor cooking. Make sure you get it right. Extra rare.
Cool. If we heard that, then my imp would like to sort of hang around in the kitchen waiting for that guy's meal and drink to be prepared, and at some point he's going to attempt to pour holy water into the drink.
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand as you try to, follow the cook in and do this, I guess. Like just quickly, just drop in whatever. Yeah, super able to get that in there. Not, quickly in and out, no problem.
Sweet.
So, you can see that the servants, they seem, they're going in and out of the kitchen, and they're like, you can hear whispers like, I cannot go into that cellar. Like, I can't, and you see the cook, and he just puts his hands like up in the air, and he's like, I can't, I can't believe that this creature is here, like, and that we're feeding it. Ugh. How do we get rid of it? I don't want to piss off the mistress. I don't know, but the thing is certainly hungry. And you can hear like banging around like downstairs, like underneath the floor that you're on right now, and you're on the ground floor. So, to reiterate, you have Elsa, you have the servants, you have some sound. The finest of biscuits.
Would say to one of the servants who wants a tray of goodies for the, I presume it's like the lord of the manor. Once the tray is ready for that person, I say to the servant, right, would you care for a hand taking that up to him? I can do that for you.
Oh, I wouldn't even want to. I can't put that on you. It's the and they speak extra quietly. They say, to Uncle Malkar, it's not so bad, but that thing in the basement,
What does the thing look like?
And they'll speak extra quietly. Oh. Not as quietly as I would like. And they say, "Oh, it's some type of abomination. I can't believe that they feed. They have that thing feed on the guests. It's not right."
Do you think it is evil?
Well,
Oh,
it's feeding on guests.
Yeah. You can see that the curtains are all drawn. Oh, damn. Gripper, as he goes back and does a double check of the windows, sees that there's on the second floor that there's a window that's open, and the curtains flutter in a breeze.
Could he have poked his head in there and just a little look in?
Sure. As he does so, he sees an old man. Well, not an old man, a young man, one that you would actually recognize. Looks a little something like this. And you realize that it's the same farmer guy in the last episode of this game. And also the same guy as that was asking for for trade in the year like 130.
I really wanted to like this farmer, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I really did.
Well, so far he hasn't done anything wrong. We still can like him. Maybe he's just misguided.
No man should have lived that long. No human man, anyway.
I think we've accepted the fact that he is probably not human.
Yeah.
And so Elsa comes up and she says, "Oh, new guests. And who are you exactly?" "Soldiers? Except for you. Who are you?" She looks at Minerva and she looks at who was it? This guy's kid there.
Chiron?
Chiron.
Like, are these your bodyguards? There's really no need.
We go no matter what.
Well, on the invite it said we could bring +1, so we both brought +1s.
Yes, quite. And she says, "Well, are you here for the purge?"
Or can't wait.
What exactly are we purging?
Oh, it's the blood purge, obviously. It's great for the skin. It's why I look so good. And you can see that she wears her hair in braids, spun in an elaborate updo, with clothes stylized with bat wings, and even a set of false fangs.
And whose blood are we using?
Well, I drain mine. Obviously, you would drain yours. That's how it would work. That's how you look as beautiful and fashionable as I do.
Yeah, but if we drain our blood, how do we stay alive to benefit from this?
Oh, well, my poor child. You don't drain all of it. That makes no sense. It's just a blood purge. Get the bad blood out so that we can have new, revitalized blood in.
What happens to the blood that's drained out?
Oh, well, my pet takes care of that. the one in the cellar.
Are there things here to replenish for the good blood?
Oh yes, I have these little goodie bags, and there's little cookies in there, not biscuits, and they're here you go, and you open it up and you see like a couple of cookies or whatever that are bat shaped.
I take one of the cookies and just lightly tap on the table with it, seeing how hard it is.
It seems like it'd be chewy.
Okay. So no batarangs.
No, these are not batarangs, no. And she says, well, we will be starting later on tonight. Normally my Uncle Malakar would be joining us, but he is, he's not feeling well.
I hope he feels better.
Yes, of course.
Wouldn't he benefit the most then from this blood purge?
Well, he's already feeling so weak that I don't know if that would be something that would be best for him. But yes, all the nobles on this block I've taken to purging their blood. It's quite luxurious. Look at what it's done for my complexion. It's so beautiful, right? But you can see that it's sickly pale. These purge parties are, the hit of the town.
I bet everyone likes to look like a ghost.
Well, it keeps the skin, like porcelain. It's beautiful, isn't it not? You just lay
All the cool
on.
kids are doing it.
Yes, just lounge, and my pets. My pet will, go around and do the purging, and then after that, well, you just go home and enjoy the beauty while it lasts.
And how long does it last?
Oh well, some people longer than shorter than others. But that's why we have these parties. That's why they're so popular.
Results may vary.
Oh, you're a plump one. I'm sure you might need more than a few feedings, purgings. Excuse me.
Hey, she's gonna feed you. Make you plumper. With these cookies.
Yes. Well, I don't make these myself, of course. That's for the staff to do when they're not grumbling.
Staff always grumble.
The only family that has not come by are the Tespers. They are so dreary with their plain black robes and their sparsely furnished homes. They are, if you don't mind my saying, they're quite boring. Rolf and Rosalind Tesper used to be quite interesting people, but as of late, they've just kept to themselves.
Did they used to come to these parties?
These parties, no. But this is a recent thing. This is cutting edge, my dear.
I'm just hired help.
I constantly party. That's what I do. I host the best parties in town.
Well, what are we waiting for then? Let's get the party started.
Well, yes, of course. He is quite hungry, I'm sure. So just lay there on the couch. Just she'll point to where you need to be. You know, here's your couch. Here's your couch. Here's your couch. Here's your couch. I don't know where you want your dog. And from the basement, you know. Actually, let me see about getting some of these other guys in here. Boom. Got one. All right. And out from the basement comes this creature. And it goes over to this person here. Grasps them. And takes its fill before moving on to the next one.
Yeah, I'd like to attack it. Stop it feasting on everybody.
I like to divine sense when it's coming, while it's moving.
Yeah, it definitely seems undead.
Okay.
Or... yeah, I think undead. Yes, undead. And it goes to feed on Orst.
Oh, it's coming to feed on me?
Mm-hmm.
How many innocent people are in the room?
About
6.
a dozen. Or excuse me, a half a dozen plus the half a dozen nobles, the staff, the noble lady that is in charge of all this, Elsa.
I'm gonna draw my weapon and inform it that I'm just hired security.
And she says, well, if you're not here to purge, then please step out.
I'm here as security.
So this thing is going to go and try to feed. It is very hungry. Do you step out or do you get fed on? Which means we roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not letting it feed.
Definitely not letting it feed on me. Yeah, no,
Okay, so that means do you roll initiative or do you step out?
I'm sorry, everybody.
No, you're not.
Kind of. I'm kind of sorry.
All right, roll initiative.
What was it?
Anybody who's also trying to be aggressive, roll initiative.
Yep, we're all dead.
You don't have to roll initiative if you don't want to. We're making that clear right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has top of the initiative. It's going to go ahead and try to grapple Orst.
Yeah, no, we all know the risks of rolling initiative, but yet we all still do it.
Okay, and it will try to bite at Orst. Orst, it hits. And you take 4 piercing plus 2 necrotic. And that necrotic reduces your maximum by 2.
It's so that's just gone right to my. I still have 110 hit points.
The the target's hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken. So your maximum is reduced by 2.
But you only get that reduction when it actually hits your hit points. We have the plus 7 temp hit points from Inspiring Leadership. Or Inspiring Leader.
I don't think that's the case when... If you took necrotic damage, then your hit point is reduced by that maximum. Unless you find something else where that tells me otherwise. But for now, that's what we're going with.
Orst isn't on the turn order.
He rolled. I saw it. He probably didn't have his token selected.
Yeah, no, he doesn't show up on the actual turn order
he didn't
list.
have his token selected.
There we go.
Okay. Minerva?
If I cast sleep, would undead be affected by that?
Yeah. I'll tell you since you don't know anything about the game yet. Theoretically, so here's the thing. It depends on how many hit points, but this thing looks very strong. So you would probably know to not try to put this thing to sleep.
Okay.
Alright, so you move forward to strike at it with the dagger. Alright, you hit, but you can see that your non-magical dagger isn't doing as much damage as you would like to do. Click the word dagger to show me how much damage you did. So that damage is half of normal damage because it is resistant to your non-magical piercing.
Okay.
Okay. Chiron.
Okay, Chiron is gonna... He's gonna first send his imp dog to provide the help action. Imp dog's gonna materialize. He's gonna de-invisible and help for the first attack. Then Chiron himself is gonna bonus action, put Hex on him, and then I'll do a chill touch. Hopefully with advantage. 18 to hit.
Yep, you hit.
Okay, 10 points. Target can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. It also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Okay. So the necrotic damage doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you'd hope.
Okay.
Well, yeah, necrotic doesn't do much to undead.
Yeah, it's still giving him disadvantage though. It's
True.
kind of handy.
Alright, Orst.
Sorry, before I end my turn, how did the guys, like the other party goers, seem to be reacting to this fight?
They haven't had time to react yet, but
Right.
they're probably freaking out.
Hit him with the sword.
Go for it. Alright, you miss.
That's all.
Lucius.
Alright. Using Tides of Chaos, I summon a Firebolt.
Okay, you hit.
Ouch.
Alright.
3 damage.
Yes.
That is it.
Alright. Top of the initiative, Elsa screams, What is going on here? Get your men under control. This thing here will attack like it does. He's gonna attack Orst. Once with claws and once with bite. Okay. That will miss. And then the bite will also miss. Minerva. Oh yeah, people are freaking out. They're gone. They're stumbling away. Well, 3 of them are stumbling forward. Alright, that misses. Chiron.
Let's see how you like lightning, my friend. Imp Dog will help again. And let's try a Witch Bolt. That's not quite set up right. 1 sec. Attack. It's going to be spell. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So 18 to hit for 6 lightning, plus hex damage, 3 necrotic.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be very effective at all.
Oh, it's a shame.
Alright, cool. Ors. You've initiated battle in Noble's house.
Sounds about right.
Current period time. Swing.
Okay, that'll hit. Okay,
Smite.
so 9 slashing.
And 11 radiance.
Okay. It looks about bloodied now. Lucius.
Let's see. This one? Yes. Wait, do I need to touch him for that one? Yeah, okay. So I go up to him and just bringing out my hands, tapping into my sorcerer side, and just light him on fire.
Okay. What's the wild magic surge? We'll go with it.
78.
Okay, 2. That cone will burn somebody.
No.
That cone burns either Dog or Orst. Oh wait, no, it won't burn Dog. You're safe. 1
Yeah.
and 2. Sure.
And I am now a sheep.
That's bad.
Man. Oh, no, wait, no. Polymorph. I have to... Fuck, what's the roll for polymorph?
I don't know what you mean.
Because it's... You cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep. What's the goddamn saving throw?
It's a wisdom.
It's wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Against your DC.
Oh, of course, wisdom's a -1. Oh, I'm good.
Nice.
I am not a sheep. Okay, that is it.
All right, top of the order. She says, "How dare you attack somebody in my home? The guards will hear of this." As she runs out, as the vampire spawn continues its attack. It's gonna attack the thing that burned it.
Okay.
It's going to claw at you first. Oops, that's not it. The claw will hit, and you're currently grappled. And then the bite will hit.
Okay, and
Okay.
and just because it went after me.
What's the trigger on this?
It's a reaction.
Right, but is it like a reaction if you get hit, or what? If you take damage?
Get the full.
Yeah, it's if you get hit, melee or ranged.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in response to being damaged by a creature. So the first thing didn't hurt you because it just grappled you. The second thing will do damage to you.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought the first one did damage as well.
No, the first one, instead of dealing damage, it grapples you. So,
Okay.
So you're currently hanging out with him. But the second thing, after you receive the damage, will do the Hellish Rebuke. So that's cool. You receive 4 piercing and 12 necrotic, reducing your maximum hit point total by the amount of necrotic damage taken. And he looks healthier.
Nope, because of Chiron's. Oh no, did we already go around? Yeah. Okay. No, never mind. Never mind.
All right, Minerva.
So it's just four damage.
4 piercing and 12 necrotic, and you reduce your maximum health points by 12. Remember, if your maximum hit points hit 0, then you're dead.
Yeah.
All right.
And I didn't hear the 12. I just heard the 4.
Raj.
So who's currently grappled?
Lucius.
Lucius.
Okay, so I'm no longer grappled. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be Minerva's turn whenever. With Chiron going next.
Can I chase after what's-her-face and use sleep so that she can't warn the guard?
I like it. That's creative. Take inspiration and go ahead and do that. Be warned. You may get hit by this vampire if you try to step away from it. They have something called opportunity attacks, and if you leave its reach... Okay, cool.
Would she get that if it's grappling me?
Yeah, grapple doesn't inhibit people from making attacks or opportunity attacks or anything.
Okay.
Like, imagine you're in a chokehold and you're getting slapped. It's going to choose not to use its reaction right this second because it's so happy that it's got to feast on Lucius.
Yeah, it can have my fire blood.
Burns so good.
Can't wait till I get my my feet going for that one.
So go ahead and just roll your sleep. Alright, yeah, you can easily put her to sleep before she leaves and grabs the guards. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Griff. Eat your biscuits later. Or mute.
Sorry.
No, it's just crackers.
Cookies.
Yeah. Alright, Chiron. This thing is grappling Lucius right now, and hasn't chosen to attack Minerva because it was just like engorged its belly, starting to get really full. After it looks very much healthier.
I'm just going to do my Witch Bolt and Hex damage again.
Yeah, it looks as though like any wounds that have been done to it are pretty much filled up here. So Witch Bolt, tick damage, 9 lightning.
Yeah, 9 lightning, 3 necrotic. So what? It looks completely healed. You saying?
Pretty much. It went from like bloody to like near full.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, my blood was that good.
Seems to be regenerating. Right before it takes its turn.
Yeah. Seeing that, I'm going to switch back to doing chill touches next turn, probably.
Although it did get scarred up when Orst used his Radiant Blade, preventing it from healing that one round.
Oh, yeah.
Orst.
Radiant does it as well. Okay,
Well,
cool.
like, wasn't that last
Hey,
round
guys.
that it wasn't able to heal?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, my Imp Dog can still act on this turn as well.
Yeah.
Because he didn't help, so he's just going to turn invisible again.
Guys, holy water.
Away.
It did.
Doesn't your
It definitely
doesn't
did
your familiar
heal.
have all that?
It definitely did heal from eating Lucius, though. Just so you were. It just didn't heal before taking its attack.
Okay.
You have one more flask of holy water. 1 the old lady drank, 2 were used in the food.
Cool.
All right, Orst, it's your turn. You strike
Would
at
people
it.
mind if I? Oh, does 12 hit?
No, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Oh, I was gonna say if it missed, I was gonna ask if anyone minded if I use a reroll.
It definitely missed.
Nah, go for it, man. That's what they're there for.
Damn it.
Go for it.
About a 15.
All right, so the 15 hits. For 23 damage total. Magical damage and radiant.
Correct.
It looks pretty scarred up there. It looks like it's going to need to feed if it wants to heal up again. Lucius, you are currently grappled, but you can try to escape using your action.
Yeah, no, because my strength sucks.
Escape would also be acrobatics. It could be athletics or acrobatics to try to escape. Or you can just hang in there. That's fine too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do acrobatics. Yep, see?
Yeah, no, you passed. You're not grappled.
And
That's your action? Do you have a bonus action?
yeah.
You can always try to leave.
Damn, I can't use healing word on me. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly just back away from the thing, and that's it.
Okay. Are you sure that you want to back away from this thing? That did not use its reaction on Minerva?
Oh crap. Yeah, because chances are it's gonna go after me again. So yeah, go for it.
Final warning before I roll to see if it bites you.
Go for it.
Let's go with a claw. It makes more sense for a claw. All right, so does it hit with a claw attack? Yes, and it's not going to do damage. It's going to just hold on to you. You're not going nowhere.
Ah, the bastard.
You're grappled. But no damage. That's good. It can't regenerate because of the radiant damage there. But it's got Lucius like in its grasp, and it really wants to keep eating him. Orst is doing a lot of damage though, so I'm gonna go with a 75% chance it's gonna stick with Lucius. Anything above a 75, it's gonna go for Orst, because that's a lot of damage.
Come at me, bro.
Orst.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
I beat the spread.
So it's gonna use its claws first on Orst, and that'll release the grapple on Lucius. And then it will try to bite him as well. The claws and bite will fail.
Okay.
Minerva, you just put to sleep this noble woman. She's like on the ground. Like, and this is before the like dung collectors guild or whatever has been fully in effect. So like it's like this horse manure and all that kind of stuff everywhere. Her face is just kind of in it, thanks to you.
We're in the taint.
She runs back in, full of fury, as she strikes this thing with her unmagical dagger. Hit the word dagger for damage. Not bad damage, though. Yes, and it strikes and does a solid 3 damage to this creature. Chiron.
Something.
Yeah, no, chipping away at it for sure. You're a level 1 fighting a vampire spawn, so...
Okay, my imp dog's gonna materialize and provide the help action again. Oh, sorry, yeah, my mic is open. Cool. And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch for 24 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
So that'll be 12 necrotic, guess halved, but at least it won't be able to heal.
And so you can see that it like its fangs, like its gums start to like shrivel up around its fangs. It does not look happy.
I get up in his grill and say, yeah, you want to fight? Fight me, weakling.
I'll move you to not on top of Lucius.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see Lucius there. It's weird.
Go ahead and reload your page just in case.
Yeah, well.
Yep. Alright. Orst.
Have at thee. Oh.
Okay, you miss. Anything else?
Nah, I'm not even gonna take another roll. Come at me, bro.
Alright. Lucius.
He's not healing this round anyways.
Lucius.
Mic was off. Am I still grappled or no?
No. It released its grapple to try to get Orst because you beat the spread.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna look at it, lean my head in close to it, and just release a high-pitched whistle.
Oh, this will be interesting. It fails.
Wow. Right.
Alright, so on a failed save, immediately use its reaction to go away.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, by both Orist and Minerva, if they so choose. Actually, no,
Chiron, Lucius,
everyone.
Imp Dog. Do your best. Alright, anybody gonna try to hit this thing?
Minerva, did you want to?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Minerva
working on
lands
it.
a blow. Let's see that damage.
The new girl takes gets all the hits.
Right?
Beginner's luck.
Something like that.
That's probably the Raven Queen's blessing right there. Alright, so a dagger doing some damage. Halved, hex damage, halved. Cool. It looks very injured.
Here's a question. I wonder, can Gripper take reactions to make an up attack?
I think you can.
If
Oh wait,
well, he's a summoned familiar.
you're a warlock, right? Are you a warlock of the chain?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can make attacks with him, but it uses one of my attacks.
Oh no, then we'll say
but
no.
I don't. Okay.
If I'm wrong, then we'll figure that out later. Anything
Cool.
else?
Not for me.
Okay. This thing, pissed, would love to go and eat Lucius, but it's gonna go for this big hunk of this man right here, because
I'm part of a balanced breakfast.
Alright, let's see if it hits your 18 AC. Alright, claws. Totally miss. But it does bite into you. And you take 4 piercing and 6 necrotic. Minerva. Oh yeah, 6 necrotic. It gets to heal again.
It can't heal.
For what this time?
He can't heal because of chill touch.
Chiron
until
did chill
Chiron-
touch again. Yeah, okay. Didn't realize that he did it again. Okay. There we go. Damage, yes. Your damage rolls keep getting better and better.
Gonna wreck this vampire.
This vampire is gonna feast on Shatterkai flesh. I've had enough. I've had enough of you, level 1. Alright, Chiron, go.
Okay. Chiron is gonna do chill touch again.
Yeah, smart choice. Yeah, that hits.
Cool for 8 necrotic.
Mm-hmm. I'll put a little symbol on myself so if I don't forget. Cool. If nothing else, Orst?
Nope. Oh, Imp Dog will turn invisible again.
I need you to die, please. Thank you. Damn it.
So polite.
May I borrow a roll?
Go ahead.
I quit. For the children.
For the kids. Alright.
For the lols.
I'm glad that you guys are so cool with all this. Lucius, go.
Okay. What do I want to do to it?
Nothing.
Hopefully kill it.
You probably should just, like, feed it, probably. Give it some blood, maybe.
Plane shift it to the city of Brass. That's what you should do.
Nope. I had enough of this shit. Grabbing my flask of holy water.
I'm wet.
You fail.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was never good at throwing things.
Nothing else?
No, because that would have been my action.
Okay.
And no one's really injured, so.
I mean, my health is at max. It's just my max is a lot lower.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Healing Word can't fix that. So
Yep.
All right. I rolled a 2. It's gonna go for the one that's been messing it up with spells. It's gonna attack with its claws and hit. God damn it! This should have been all for Orst. All right. It's gonna grapple you, Lucius.
it just likes to hug me.
Yeah, I
I'm a
know.
huggable cat.
You're so squeezable. It's those horns. And then it's going to bite into your flesh. And it really wants to eat, but it's getting nothing out of it. Just making you sad. And you receive 9 piercing
Ouch.
and 10 necrotic.
Ouch.
And it, it has you wrapped in its arms as you fall unconscious. And it's trying to suck the life's blood out of you. You're trying to regenerate health, but it can't because it got chill touched. All right, Minerva, the limp body of Lucius is hanging there, and you have 2 healing potions.
Okay, how do I do that?
So basically, you just use an action. You just get within 5 feet of him. You can administer a healing potion, and I would recommend that you do not get within range, within 5 feet of the vampire. So, for instance, an option would be to do something kind of like this.
Yep.
But I'll move you back, and you do whatever you want.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, because after all that necrotic, my max HP is like,
What is it? What is it right now?
no. Because start at 12, 10, so 22. So my max HP is at 4.
That's
Ouch.
awkward.
I rolled the dice. You see that 2 there? 1 was for the closer person, and 2 was for the further person.
Yep.
So Minerva,
First trolls, now vampires.
yeah, it's not good.
Welcome to Waterdeep.
This is like Waterdeep in the past, where things were more savage. Minerva, so you heal this person with one of your potions. You will use the one that goes away at the end of the session anyway, for 2d4 plus 2, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
And go ahead and heal yourself for probably your max, Lucius.
Well, I'm
That
already
sucks.
technically I'm already at my max because the necrotic has been more than what the actual piercing has.
Oh, okay. So you're not unconscious at the moment, right?
No.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting at 4 HP.
Gotcha.
Oh, then don't use the potion.
Yeah, don't use the potion.
Yeah, my bad. I misread
I'm just
that.
down here for moral support.
You can do it.
So for real though, you could go this way, be within range of the thing, but give aid. You can use a help action, so we can give the next person advantage if you wanted to.
Like Chiron or myself.
Yeah, and Chiron is right next, and he could use your help to have advantage, and then he can use Gripper to give Orst advantage.
That'd be amazing.
That kind of thing, and then that way you could help this. You could just pay it forward, kind of thing.
Okay, let's do that then.
And like
Cool.
I said, I'm
Thank you.
definitely not trying to play your character, but I know that you're new to this.
No, you're fine. I'm up for suggestions.
All right, right on. All right, so Minerva, how are you trying to give this Chiron help?
How best would you like me to help, Chiron?
Just distract him. Maybe like do the really annoying tap him on the shoulder behind him, and then when he turns around, like run around to the side and then tap him on the shoulder again, and then run back around again.
I can I can yell that at him. Can try to distract him for you.
Nice one, thank you.
I love it. All right, Chiron, go ahead.
Okay, let's try this one. 18.
21.
21.
Oh yeah,
You're at
21.
advantage.
Apologies. Cool. And then Gripper, as predicted, will run invisible and start buzzing around his head, barking and yapping in his ear.
Or should you have advantage on this very injured vampire?
Did you see my rolls? Both my rolls. All right. And then sometimes this happens. I mean,
okay, yeah. So you vanquish this demon. We're not demon. This vampire. This vampire spawn.
Wahee.
And from the upstairs, you can hear a voice. It says, "What the hell is going on down there? What's all this racket?" What do?
Just slaying a beast.
We're taking care of your vampire problem.
Is this vampire problem? No vampires here.
Well, should come downstairs.
You were really bad at keeping him in the basement.
And he says, you must be mistaken.
He bit me.
Who is that? Who is that?
That your wife on the floor.
That voice sounds familiar.
Members of the guard.
That voice sounds familiar. Who are you? Come upstairs.
I just whistle at Gripper and send him off invisibly up there. And then start following.
I feel like we should contact the guard so that you know where the vampire location is. Oh.
And that's who Gripper sees.
God damn it.
We can do this. We don't need the guards. Just Lucius, if you're feeling pretty weak there, just stay near the back.
Oh, put that up.
I'll give Lucius the last flask of holy water in case he wants a little radiant missile.
Yes, because we all see how I throw.
So scattered around the house, you guys see like a vanity with a collection of false teeth with fangs. You see like an ice box. It holds like quarts of fresh blood, like kind of like how we would have cans of soda or something.
Okay. So we're gonna see Malcor.
Yeah, so you see him and he says, I am surprised to see you here. What was all that noise? What was that screaming? The
vampire.
You're vampire.
Usually
don't.
Because
I never actually did this on Malcor before.
Yes, you can tell that this man is he's humanoid. Not undead.
He's not a really.
Let's see. Let me pull this back up again because I might need to do something here. Oh, sorry, lying. Yeah, no, he's definitely undead.
I was about to say, I'm very concerned then.
Yeah. Yep. For some reason, this character sheet is probably the old one. So
I understand.
Yeah, he seems pretty mild manner. He's got a powdery perfume, spritzed generously. That trying to hide his undead nature, and you can smell it waft in his presence. But your divine sense just totally cuts right through that. And he looks like he's like put together pretty well, and he says, yes, so all that screaming, it's hard to put a good first impression with all that noise. I know that my
how's your
niece was...
How's your corn business?
And he looks at you closely and he says, Is that you? The ones that were helping me with the fire? The ones that I saw at Shun's court?
Yes.
That being said, really, I'm sorry. We had to kill the other vampire.
He says, "Oh dear, this is a problem.
He bit me. He bit me a few times.
Oh, they get
He
so
bit you.
hungry.
He drained me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that poor beast. I've been resting upstairs here, and I'm not so sure about my niece's proclivities.
The guards are on to you. I hope you know this.
Your niece is passed out on the floor. Well, on the ground in a pile of crap.
She's sleeping. She's sleeping.
Yeah. In the best place possible.
Yeah,
for her.
he looked kind of like really upset for a second there, and he says, "She is okay, right? I can't have my legacy. My family is the most important thing to me, and if you hurt my family, I will not appreciate that."
No, she's okay. She'll just smell.
We're old friends. We've been around for far too long. We wouldn't do that to you.
And
But
he says,
your niece is passed out, probably drunk. Your pet vampire is dead.
"All right, let me give you a bit of information, but just promise not to reveal my location to Artur. We've had a bit of a falling out, you see."
We figured that.
Yes,
Why?
he was my my master for so long, but I could not stay under his thumb. I needed to go out on my own. So I will give you information if you just promise don't reveal my location. I can't have my family's legacy ruined.
Well, I can't go around with only less than a pint of blood in me now, can I?
Your kind always heals back up. You're adventurers.
We are adventurers. That's where this becomes an issue, though. You know that greater good thing?
We do things for either money, items, or morality. Pick your reward.
They said this is a Temple of Shar. This is definitely a morality thing at this point.
Temple of Shar? That is ghastly. This is no Temple of Shar.
But that's not what your niece is not advertising it as. There's apparently pamphlets. Pamphlets.
I will have to have a conversation with her. Because this is, I just try to lay low. I'm just trying to make gold for my family. I'll do anything for gold. I understand how you adventurers are.
I
understand you.
Your niece has other plans.
I was once a powerful noble, but my circumstances have declined severely, and I don't need this kind of trouble. So, look, we're old friends. Let me assure you, I'll try to get my niece in line here.
Of course.
Let's drop the pretense. You know she's not my niece. She is, in fact, the granddaughter of my adopted son. She just pretends to be my niece, so we can, try to keep low.
Well, if she's the granddaughter of your adopted son, why not just stick with the great-granddaughter?
What do you mean?
Makes it a whole lot easier. Because if it's your adopted son, and she's the granddaughter of his, that would make you the great-grandfather.
Right, but I'm not old. I don't age. So it would be strange if they called me great-grandfather. You understand?
Hey, there's some backwater countries out there we don't question.
So He'll go ahead and say that no, these are just what are you looking for exactly? Well, we've taken care of the spawn problem, and I appreciate that. I don't need any more heat on me. What brings you here? There's no corn, as you can easily tell.
Why would we come for corn?
Why wouldn't we come for corn?
Okay, but why would we go through all this trouble just for corn?
It's an inside joke. Orst here, he saved my cornfields.
Well, I'm fully aware about the cornfield, but why would we take corn as the reward and go
Because
through all
it
this
made
trouble?
some of the best alcohol.
Yes, but I am down to less than a pint of blood for bloody corn. Why?
It cures what ails you. So no, but in all seriousness, what are you doing searching around here? You look quite pale, young lady. Are you? Did it feed on you as well?
No, I did not get fed on.
No, she seemed to be the only goddamn bloody lucky one.
Because I'm so pretty.
He'll examine your skin.
I'm not going to argue.
And says, "Well, you look quite pale. Wait, where's that robe from? That cloak you're wearing?"
I can't divulge that information. I'm sorry.
Interesting. Well, yes, okay. Well, how can I help you then?
Guys,
Anything but corn.
I forgot why we're here.
I have heard some strange rumors about one of the other families, the Tespers.
I'm too blood drained to remember.
Perhaps you'll find what you seek if you go over there. They are like the only noble family that doesn't come and visit us.
Yeah, your niece-like thing said that they're kind of full of themselves and boring.
Yes, I understand that. My niece, she loves to be the center of attention, so I can understand. But yes, that family is right over there. And please, I believe they may have something to hide. Nobody is so pious.
You sure? Because usually no one's a bloodsucker, but yet here we are.
Well,
You're acting like he is the first vampire we have met.
I would not have chosen this life for myself.
I'm just saying hypocrites here, but
I mean, he wanted to get under the hand of his the guy who made him into a vampire. We've met that guy before. He is kind of a dick.
yeah, full agreement on that one. Yes.
All right.
So tell us more of this family. That might be trouble.
Rolf and Rosalind Tesper. They don't seem like normal Waterdeep nobles. They just dismiss us as frivolous and indulgent. I don't know much about them other than that. But perhaps you can learn more if you head that way.
Which way is that way? Can you give us directions?
Yes, and he gives you all the directions.
Excellent.
As he says, perhaps you'd, if you could please bring in my niece, I will allow you rest here before you head on out.
That would be amazing.
So
I'll go carry in the niece.
go ahead and take your short rest. The servants, they come and thank you. They get creeped out by that thing in the cellar. They really weren't interested in feeding that thing anymore.
Do you have anything to help deal with the fact that our colleague here is dying?
Unfortunately, we don't have any healers of that nature here.
Is there a temple nearby? Because it's really awful.
Well, the ones over by Nemora's Hold, once were able to help, but they've been so, overwhelmed by, recent people, I don't know if you'd actually get anything. It's been a lot of like a wave of injured people apparently.
Just a little.
But I'm sure these individuals are, just a little bit of information from them. It won't. I'm sure you'll be fine. After you get a few good nights rest or whatever. So if you want to go ahead and take a short rest, roll your dice.
Yeah, but the short rest isn't going to do much for me, is it?
No.
No.
Is there a temple nearby that we could purchase services?
I get my spells back.
Let's see what this says. It is... What year? Yeah, this module doesn't talk about anything like that at all, so let's see.
So I know with AL we're able to purchase services.
Right, between sessions, absolutely. But not during sessions. That is dependent on the setting you're in.
Are we not in Waterdeep right now, but back in the
Right.
past?
Yeah, you're back in the past right now, and services are limited. Like, so, this one here, let's see what this has. Yeah, it makes no mention of anything like that. So you're just gonna have to suck it up for now. Buy it later.
Okay.
Don't get in the middle of a fight.
I shall try not to.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pile you guys up. No, vampires one, you can't come along. And we'll read the rest of this. So this home here, you get to the home, you open it up or whatever, and this home seems furnished very sparsely. Only decorative items are small black statuettes that are distributed throughout the house. Give me an Arcana. Everybody in the party.
Yeah. The spellcasters know shit.
Awesome.
We know how to cast magic, not how it works.
Sometimes, with the weave all messed up like the way it is, who knows. And so you can see that these the black robes that the Tespers wear are very different from the rest of the nobles that you've seen. And you have Rolf and Rosin, and they say, hello, how can we help you today? Are you here on some type of business?
Yes. We're following up leads regarding vampires.
Oh, vampires. I can tell you all about vampires.
Please tell me all about vampires.
They say that, yes, Elsa Gast hosts vampire-themed parties. with the Helmfast and Halt marks as guests.
Anything else?
Well, I mean, I heard that there might be a place where you can get some more information.
Where would that be?
There's a tree that divulges secrets from the weave. We can take you there.
Sure. You're talking to trees?
Well, kind of. I mean, do you know any druids? Kind of commune with nature?
Sure.
I knew this one fellow. He was very short, had this weird, funny hair, and was this odd shade of beige.
Hmm.
Don't quite remember his name though. Started with an L.
Well, you're looking for vampires, and we need more information. I do think that not too far from that location, there is a vampire nest. I think I might have heard something about that at one of their parties that the gas were putting on.
Okay.
I'm more than happy to take you there.
To the nest or the tree?
To the nest, if you'd like. The tree is not too far. We can do the tree first, then the nest.
Sure, let's go to the tree. Or the nest. What do you guys want to do?
All right. And we'll do that then.
Same place, is it?
All right. So you get brought in here. And you can see that there's some hooded figures around this tree. And the picture you have here, the tree has no leaves or anything like that. In the area where the grid actually is. There you go. And it'll be this lady and this guy who bring you in. Rolf and Rosalind, the Tespers, and they say, "Yes, come. There's a lot of information that can be gained from this tree. You just need to just listen closely." Anybody else? Anybody want to try to get information from this tree?
Yeah, okay. Lucius will.
You have a death wish. Why do you volunteer yourself for everything?
It's to listen to a tree. What can go wrong?
What could go wrong?
I'm
Okay.
gonna go listen. Everything. It's a vampire tree. It's gonna eat our brains.
Okay, then no.
Oris will go up.
All right.
I have a death wish.
So if it's vampiric or undead, then
It's not
Chiron
undead.
will
It's
step
just a
up.
tree, but it does have a very interesting glow about it. And so, with that being said, everybody go ahead and roll initiative, as these guys begin to speak.
No. I'm guessing we're no longer friends.
So that one in the back begins to speak and shout, as let's see if I got something. Oh, sweet! Please give me that. Give me that sweet, sweet cultist sirenscape. I know you guys probably can't hear any of it, but I need music. All right, cool. And so the wind picks up as this individual laughs and says to you, "Oh God!" It says that this shit is too loud. Oh no!
Things you don't like to hear from a DM.
Nah, don't worry about it. I just had music going, and I'm just gonna turn it off now. All right, cool. So they say, yes, we worship the weave, and this tree represents the weave. It's by the splits in the tree. It's alive, and it speaks to us. We get visions. And Orst, roll a 1d4 for me.
Oh no.
As she says the word visions.
I still failed to see how this trilogy T1 module.
We'll talk about it. Agaron and Arter speak in hushed tones in Agaron's tower. There is something about your recruits today, Artur. If we might see them again, and I will have this waiting for them. The vision shows only their backs and does not reveal the item. Do you hear it? Do you hear the weave speaking? And so they begin to move forward, and they say, "Come," and they're gonna try to grapple Lucius.
God damn it!
Yes, you can have inspiring leader. I feel like Ors would inspire his friends with a really loud voice.
No, it won't help me. And unfortunately, I think for inspiring leader, it has to be after a long rest.
I'm double checking.
That's okay. This thing's trying to grapple you anyway.
Short rest.
Short rest for it?
Yep. So everyone gets 7.
So this thing tried to grapple Lucius. Can you please give me a opposed athletics or acrobatics check?
Come on, acrobatics. Yes.
Ooh, fale. Nice.
Can't touch this.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a very long time. This one's going to try to grapple Chiron.
Is it undead?
It's a human being.
Okay.
It's a humanoid shape in a cloak.
If it's an undead pretending to be a human being, then it needs to make a wisdom save before it can attack me.
Why?
Because of my Among the Dead feature.
Oh, neat. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So acrobatics or athletics, please.
Oh, I don't think I've even got the modifier to beat that. No, I don't.
Do you...
Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at Lucis. Apologies. Acrobatics.
Alright, you're grappled.
Okay.
Alright, Lucius. You were nearly grappled. But you were able to, avoid that. What do you do now?
I call upon the mighty thunder waves.
Oh God. 15-foot cube. At your party, right? Because
No, it'd be all three.
No. At your party, I really don't want to die.
Wait, what?
Fine. All right. First one fails. Second one fails. Third one passes. So I'll give the one that passed a pink dot because it's special. All right. How much damage here?
17 damage.
Oh, fale. Died.
And the two that failed get shoved back 10 feet.
They're dead. 10 feet.
Okay.
Their bodies go flying.
Yeah. That's what happens when you try and touch me. Bad touch. Bad touch.
This one is very close to dead. All right.
Yep. Nope. That's it.
It maintains its grapple on Chiron. All right. This one's dead. Orst. Roll 1d4 for me. Rerolling if you roll a 4. You can see an aged Agaron tips a flask and drinks its sparkling liquid. Gray hairs and wrinkles disappear from his head. All right, go ahead, take your turn.
I don't like you, so I'm gonna stab this person.
That's Rolf. You killed my wife.
The one right. Wait, the one next to me is. Oh, jeez.
It's okay. You hit him. The thunder blast already killed the wife. Roll your damage, and you kill him.
Whoops.
All right. Oh, whoops. All right. Anything else? The one in the back with red on is like foaming at the mouth. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Oh god. Too much damage. Deafen everybody. All right. So yeah, this one here will say you will know the glory of the weave as it tries to grapple Orst. Beat a 4, I dare you.
Okay.
Alright. This moves here. This guy. Cool. So he will look at Orst. And he's gonna command Orst to
Wisdom save?
yeah, enter the tree.
No.
Damn it. Alright, disregard. And it foams at the mouth some more. Chiron, go.
Gripper, sick him, mate.
How come Chiron and Minerva is out of turn order?
Good question. Where's Minerva? 10?
Yep, they were both. There you go.
Probably because they rolled late. No props.
Good. So I'm going to set Gripper on this guy who's grappling me.
Okay.
He's going to take a. He's invisibly going to take a bite.
Bite his ankle.
So
Throat.
21 to hit.
Okay, it kills it.
Okay.
It had 1 HP.
Oh. We're so close.
Such nice damage as well. Oh, waste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he will just fly over here somewhere. And that's my turn.
Minerva. Your friends have killed a lot of people.
Yeah. I think I'm done. I don't think I can do anything.
Oh, as you get to that spot, roll 1d4 and reroll if you roll a... Actually, roll a 1d2.
Roll what?
A 1d2. You can roll dice on the left-hand side. There should be like a little polyhedron. And you can select the dice, or you can type in like / roll 1d2. Perfect. You can see a vision from the tree Agaron waves his arms, harnessing the same crackling blue energy that you see inside that tree. Blue energy of the wrinkle. In an underground tunnel, he forms the energy into cage bars. And yeah. So, end turn, do you have like a range attack you want to make?
I don't think so.
Is
Sleep.
that all your movement?
Yeah.
Really? What?
Oh wait, where was I?
Weren't you like right here?
Yeah,
Well,
miscounted.
there.
So
She was there.
Yeah, you have more movement. You can move more if you like.
Your
I was
movement
thinking-
can probably take you up to like here. Or here.
Yeah. Yeah, where do you intend
You
to
also-
go?
You also have your bonus action teleport. 'Cause you're the Shutter High.
oh, it's not on here. That's why I didn't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I'll also look at that. Should be able to hit with my dagger.
Ooh.
That will not hit. Nat ones are an instant miss. But good news is that you don't like fumble or do anything crazy unless the group is that kind of group, and yeah, you know, it's fun sometimes. But AL legal, you know, like raw rules, it just means you automatically miss, that's all. Alrighty, if nothing else, this person will go, and he's gonna look at. Wait, didn't he just go?
Yeah, he
I
just
think he
went because
went-
he fixed the turn order.
Yeah. So we're back at the beginning.
Lucius.
No. Yeah. No. Oh. So we're missing someone. Oh no, he's dead. Never mind.
Lucius, you see a crazy guy with a head thing, and another lady who's also just kind of like, let's do it.
Yeah. No. Firebolt at the crazy head guy.
Okay. Yeah, I miss.
That's it. If
Or
I figure if I move, I probably will die.
Can I angle my breath to hit the two of them?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you just take Minerva's spot, and then move back.
Okay. And breathe.
So let's see what that would look like. 1. And you damage your tree a little bit with your spell.
That can't be good.
That's fine. So 8 damage if I fail this con save. That one fails. This one seems very close to death. And this one here, not as close to death. But both very cold. And the tree, yeah, it's still there, but it's you know, it's got frost on it. This person will go, and they will try to grapple Orst.
I would like it if you did not.
I really wanna, and it fails. Chiron, and it, you know, it yells like, "We need bodies. We need to sacrifice bodies to gain more knowledge from the tree.
Sacrifice your own bodies.
Your bodies will go to a good cause. We need the information."
He
Praise the
looks
tree.
tougher out of
Praise the
these
weed.
guys. He
Yeah,
looks
okay.
tougher out of these two fellas.
The one in red.
All right. Imp Dog's gonna head over and take a bite at him.
Okay. That'll hit.
Nice.
For 15.
What's the save I gotta make?
I think it uses.
That's weird.
Sorry, I
I
got
think
my
it
save.
uses UDC.
Yeah, it'll be a con save for poison. Sorry, I'll update that on the sheet.
Okay, so it takes a bunch of damage. It's now definitely bloody. Anything else?
Cool. No, that's my turn, I guess.
Minerva, this thing in front of you, this person, they're like going on rambling about the weave and sacrifice. Need to know more. They look to you and they reach out to you like they want to grab you and drag you into the tree. What do you do?
Reach out and touch me.
It doesn't sound good. Gonna stab at him. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you do it? You take your dagger, ending their life, but explain to me the moment of death of this female cultist.
She looks shocked that I killed her. She's dying, and she probably says some crazy shit as she's doing so.
I see everything.
See everything. I taste color.
All right, this one here will stand upon one of these grave headstones, look at Orst, and issue one more command, and say, "Sacrifice yourself."
Oh.
Okay. So you're sticking with that 7?
Hold on. So wait, what was the command? Because command's only one word.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, I guess that's all you heard.
Okay. If you insist. Let's wait till I get to my turn.
Lucius.
Another firebolt at him. God damn it.
All right. Worst.
He's demanding a sacrifice. Grapple check?
That's not a sacrifice.
It is if he sacrifices.
Putting him in the... I'm going to sacrifice him. It's a one-word action.
It's murder.
Potato, potato.
Welcome.
It passes.
I need to sacrifice you.
All right. This person's gone. Chiron.
I'm gonna get Imp Dog on the case again, I think. He's gonna make a bite.
It'll hit.
Ooh, 7 and 7, unless he makes a DC 11 con.
It does. It doesn't matter. And it dies.
Cool.
So
I just say, good boy, Gripper.
and let me do this one time. Orst, as you're right there, you see one more thing. You see A younger Agaron speaks heatedly to a bedraggled, robed man, and he calls him Master Hallister.
Okay.
And I
His
need...
streak.
Yeah, hold. One more thing that needs to happen. Then I just gotta find out where the hell it is. It will... The tree sprouts and tosses an apple made from magical energy right here between Minerva and Orst. And I need... the apple explodes and deals damage to all creatures in a 10-foot radius. So just Minerva and Orst. Oh, and Imp Dog.
See, this is why I did not move.
And it'll be 5 damage.
I did not move.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic.
Okay. So Minerva, you take
Oh,
half.
I'm sorry. Force damage.
Never mind.
As the apple exploded. Yeah. And that's it. What do you guys do right now? All the cultists seem to be dead.
Destroy the tree. It's an evil freaking tree.
Alright, so let me bring the tree
It's
back
an evil
out.
tree. I'll put create bonfire underneath it.
Gonna be hard to do, seeing as how the tree is like on the ground. Like, it's not a thing. You can't make a bonfire inside the tree.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and smack it all you want, chopping this down because you say this is an evil tree. It will every round start to feed on you guys, dealing necrotic damage to all creatures that are touching it. It will start healing itself. It'll start throwing apples, but eventually you guys go ahead and destroy it. And as you release the last of your energy trying to fell this horrible tree, your mind, you go ahead and quantum leap back into your own bodies. Back at the Blackstaff Tower, you see in this 20-foot this room that's 20 foot across and 20 feet high, the audience chamber again. And the Blackstaff says to you, "What did you see?
Everything is awful.
What do you know? I've been eagerly awaiting for you to return."
There were vampires, something about Hallister and vampires.
Hallister. Master Hallister, the Mad Mage. What about him? What did you hear about Hallister? Hello?
I'm reading through the notes that you just posted.
Gotcha. Yeah, the copy paste is not good.
It's not good.
Oh no, I mean, copying and pasting is trash, and I don't like it. So, comes out all garbage looking too.
Well, that's fine.
So, yeah. So I guess I tell myself this information. She seems particularly interested in the cultists and any visions that the tree revealed. And in the end, she concludes that the wrinkle she detected is a natural effect of the weave's powerful magic, and she's not surprised that some humanoids took advantage of this power. She says, that gives me a lot to think about. In the meantime, please rest and try to make yourself available. As she looks at Lucius and says, you seem to be the most shaken up yet again. And she says, let's get somebody to clear that up for you.
Oh, please do. I would like my blood back. I'm feeling cold.
It's all in your head, dear. It's all in your head. There's just a mental projection.
Is Malkar Goss still alive?
I have lost track of Malkar. But word is he was a vampire thrall to Artor. I don't.
Yeah, apparently he broke free. He's been involved each time.
Interesting. We'll have to make a note of this, and perhaps we'll send some of our gray hands to go track him down. And so she wonders. She says, I wonder why the wrinkle drew my attention. I intend to investigate this further. And, like I said, I'll probably call on you again at some time. I wonder what that vision of Agaron leaving a mysterious something for you, what that's all about. And scene.
Okay.
So now we get to just kind of hang out and win. Yay, guys.
Yay.
Thank you for playing with me.
Nice.
It's a shorter game, although we took longer because I always take longer. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. I definitely want your feedback on this particular module. Because I'm trying to get my own thoughts together, do my reviews and whatnot, and I'd be curious what your thoughts are on it. So if you ever run this game, and you need any kind of questions answered or whatever, please hit me up. Easiest way to get in touch with me is on either the Discord or on Twitter, because I can't always use my Discord, unfortunately. Yeah, go ahead.
For the fights, are they actually I guess organized in that specific order, or is this set up kind of like a free roam, like you could get to any objective?
You could do any of those scenes, like any of those houses.
Like the thing that I guess the thing that crossed my mind was having for tier 1 for having the vampire spawn, vampire spawn is like the mini boss. Like even though it was the final, I want to say the end was not as difficult. Like having it at the end definitely for tier 1 seems like it makes it more challenging for like Lucius, who went into the final fight with the max hit points of 4.
So here's the thing, right? With that situation, fighting isn't always there's more than one way to get information and stuff. You went about it a way that I didn't expect you to, and I guess maybe that's what maybe the writers would have thought. Either way, this right here is the scene that is the most important, the one with the tree.
Okay.
Because the whole point of you guys roaming around time and space is not whatever Artor wants or whatever. It's to figure out what's going on with the weave, and to bring any clues back from that, right?
So to pinpoint Hallister.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of. So this tree has got some. Yeah, I mean, what have you noticed as a common theme with some of these items? You had the ring of mind shielding. You
Mind,
had
Ring of Mind Shielding, the Javelin of Lightning,
Mhm.
and now a Cloak of Protection.
yeah. Like what times did these bring you back to? What events were going on? You know, like think about that kind of stuff, and
Troll Lords.
yeah, and right here. So the first one, you met Hallister, a guy who made the ring. The second one, Hallister made a bunch of glyphs that Agaron needed to use, right? And the third one, you got Agaron talking to Hallister himself. So that's what I'm guessing. This is all about, is trying to drum up some like, oh, who's Hallister? Who's this guy that's making all this stuff, magic items? Let's go down and find him. That's my guess. But I don't know. It's all kind of, the timey-wimey stuff always gets a little crazy.
Yeah, it does.
So I just was hoping we could roll with it, and I threw in the whole quantum leap thing because that's the only thing I can imagine, you know? Like you took over bodies of other people or something, I don't know. It doesn't specify why you would be in that office. Other than magic, you know? Again, yeah, so we ended a little earlier than we normally end because we just did 2 hours instead of 4. So, that being said, let's go ahead with your rewards. You should already know that, got this here. Story objective A was to identify a vampire nest, and you unlocked the Cloak of Protection. Now, Cloak of Protection, I went and found a cool little art thingy. Looks kind of like this.
So wait, we did ID the vampire nest or no?
Yeah. The vampire nest was at the gas place. You killed, the spawn.
Okay.
And then you uncovered the Wrinkles Nature. These are both very vague things. But now you did that, so that's not a problem. This cloak is magic item table F. I believe that's 16 treasure points. And it's got the nifty little like flavor text of, while wearing this dark red cape, your skin takes on a deathly pallor.
Nice. It's definitely tempting.
Cheers, Red. I'm going to have to hit the hay.
Yeah, no,
Catch you
absolutely.
guys next time.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for playing.
For the game, mate.
And we'll see each other again for the next game, which will be not next week. That'll be Thanksgiving. So I definitely didn't want to have more than 2 weeks in a row, because if we don't play on the 22nd, and we may or may not play on the 29th, I don't know, then 3 weeks in a row no game. That's how you kill a group. So
yeah, I think I said in Discord chat I'll start a new job soon, so I've got 2 weeks of training. So I wouldn't be able to play next week anyway, even if it did run. But the following week, I'm not sure. I need to see what the training's like. If it's really hard, then I won't be able to stay up all night playing. If you know what I mean. No,
absolutely. So we'll talk in Discord about like when we're gonna be playing some more. Definitely not next week. Maybe the 29th. And even if we play on the 29th, it may not be like the Lucky Liar group. It could be like some random stuff or whatever, so that way people can level up or try different characters, or maybe I have like 4 different modules that I'm dying to play.
Well, after this one, are we supposed to be at level 5 or no?
Yes, you are. You should be as close to level 5 right now, but preferably not over. You should be level 5 right now if possible.
Yeah, I've just got to level 5. Can you remind me what's the name of the adventure for this one?
This one is Purging the Blood.
Purging the Blood. Cheers.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down stream now. If you have any last words, Go for it.